and they sent on their way. First Lord looked to be slightly slow into stride. Serendipitous in the black and white began well, nearest to the camera. Right there's Hideki, that's the grey down the middle, and down the inside of those there is Cowboys Don't Cry. Then comes First Lord, Anushka's World is towards the outside. Then comes Sweet and True, and Willow Seed races towards the back end of the field as they come past the 600. Serendipitous is still in front. On the outside is Anushka's World. Then Cowboys Don't Cry. Down the inside is Sweet and True in the pink with the blue cap. Further back is Hideki. Then came First Lord towards the outside, and Willow Seeds further back. 300 meters left to go now, and Hideki comes back for more. On the outside is Anushka's World. First Lord is on the extreme outside. Sweet and True down the inside. Then comes Serendipitous, but Hideki's hit the front. Down the inside, Sweet and True. Anushka's World is running all over the place and coming home strongly, but it's Hideki. Hideki won it. Second place, Sweet and True. Then came Anushka's World, followed by First Lord, Serendipitous, Cowboys Don't Cry, and Willow Seed. Here's your on replay, your winners down the centre, the grey horse, red sleeve, striped cap. Those familiar colours of Messrs. Jared and Lawrence Werners, as well as Mrs. TJ Werners. And as you can see, Anushka's World's running all over the place towards the outside. Sweet and True's down the inside, fighting it out with Hideki in the closing stages. But Hideki is the winner. 4-5-1-3, the first four across the line.
Welcome back, and what an interesting race, the juvenile event this afternoon. A maiden juvenile plate out at Fairview, over 1,000 metres. And yep, Richard Fourie in the irons for Alan Greif in the Werner's colours. Well done to them. You've got yourself a beautiful son of Danon Platina, and he's going to go on and win his fair share of races, make no mistake. Godfrey is collecting on behalf of the groom William. So Godfrey, please tell William very well done, and thank you. 1,500 Rand, courtesy of World Sports Betting. They are the people behind paying the grooms, which is much appreciated. So very well done. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we had the pleasure of interviewing Richard early on in our preview, if you did tune in, and we were chatting, and that's when you want Richard aboard, because the stable liked the horse, but it wasn't so easy. Richard, take us through it. Very well done to get Mr. Werner's colours over the line, but a lot of horses running around as well. It's amazing how they just gain experience from one run or two runs.
No, it's phenomenal how these youngsters can come on. When I walked out from our pre-race interview, Mr. Greif said I threw him under the bus. So the pressure was on, but beautiful horse. He moves well, went down to the start very nicely. No sort of it's not a 5 furlong sort of horse at all. And he was nice and quick out the gates. I elected for a little bit of cover because obviously being a first timer, and I wanted to follow Geertsen's horse, and he was just not going quick enough for me. I know it's a 5 furlong, but his action is just far too great, so I allowed him to start stretching, and at the 600 the speed really started progressing, and he wasn't ready for me, which I expected to happen. And yeah, at the 450 shook him up, put him in a race. He moved up well, and at the 200 he started eiling again until Louis' horse came at me. Then he realized what he has to do, so he put it together again and managed to keep his head in front. So good win. So well done to Mr. Winners and his family. Thank you for the support from everyone. Mr. Greif, always his support, and his team. Thank you, and to my sponsors at Winning Form.
Well said, Richard. Well
awesome.
done.
Thank you very much.
We have heard what Richard had to say with regards to his runners early on in the preview. We went through the entire card, so we're not going to bug him now about that as well. But yes, nice to have an expensive horse bought by Mr. Werner's, racing in the Eastern Cape, and when they win like that. But apart from the win, Alan, I'm not mad about Grays, by the way, but what I saw in the parading and moving to post, proper races.
Well, thanks, Neil. First I've got to thank Mr. Lawrence Werners for purchasing the horse, and he asked me to find him a horse. I found him a horse at the sales, and I said, I think I found the right horse. He didn't hesitate, bought the horse, and put myself under a whole load of pressure today. But well done to him and his whole entire team and family. Very well done.
That will take the pressure off.
100%. Hopefully a couple of rand plus this on top of it might take the pressure off. But very well done to Bloodstock South Africa. The bonus is always well received, and makes you want to go back and buy some more horses. great ride by Richard. They ran at him. He held them off and...
Top ride.
100%, I thought the horse would run exactly like that. I thought maybe I'm a week or two too soon, but I had to back myself and thought, well, here we go. Let's take them on, and I think he can only improve leaps and bounds. To the Maritzfontein Volgebos drift team at Maritzfontein, Denon Platina, to Captain Almere, everybody there at Maritzfontein, Gail Page and her team, well done.
Yeah, Alan came into the race with a bit of condition, to be honest. You could see it's still maybe a couple of weeks away from really getting there.
Yeah, listen, like I said, I thought, he might be 2 weeks out, but I decided that on his work, I'd take the chance here. It looked like the right race, and I had to back myself, and well done to everybody.
All right, Alan, I've obviously been through with Richard prior to the races this afternoon. I want to ask you your opinion about Bournemouth and Heathcliff, because we heard Richard's opinion. You knew this was coming, didn't you? And I'd like to get your opinion, because it might, I know he sided with Heathcliff, which I've banked as well, but he said the biggest rival is Bournemouth.
100% right. I said to Richard, I'm not choosing, you choose. The one thing I can tell you that when Heathcliff ran second, he was in the winner's box on Bournemouth, and he said, I want to ride that next time.
Okay.
But both horses looking extremely well, and the one thing about Heathcliff is he stays the 2-7. So that might be the edge, but don't discount Bournemouth at all.
All right, and then I want to just go to the last race, because I loved your comment when you spoke to Nadine. It wasn't a normal Alan Greef comment, and I took note of it, and I jotted it down, and you said, number 11, Arturo, you said, starting to hit the sweet spot now.
Yeah, he's a nice horse, and he just turned the corner the other day, and his work was a little bit above what I've been used to seeing from him. He was a rig, and now it's dropped in both of his...
Yes.
manhood are between his legs and not one up, so it's
not
dropped out.
Yeah.
And I think most probably that's made the difference in his work, and I'm very happy with the work that I saw, so hopefully he proves me right.
Alan, thank you so much. There we go, lovely hearing from a top trainer like Alan Greef, getting the info early on from the jockey, top jock, Richard Fourie as well, and take note of what he said about Arturo in the loss this afternoon. First race belongs to Alan Greef. Well done to the Werners, well done to Volgebos Drift and Maritzfontein. We'll be back shortly for the first leg of the Big Six.